everyone, welcome back to RightKlick. You know we keep it clicking right here. And I've got in the building with me as always, my amiable host, me sitting in the middle like the princess that I am. Shay, you missed me. You know you missed me.
Or is that, did you hear what he said?
You get coconut.
Are you sure I missed you?
Am I sure?
But thinking about it,
I'm not thinking.
You see, this is the beautiful part. She was projecting because she was missing. So maybe they complain. I appreciate that. You know, I see how you express your affections to me. It was a very nice way. More like
take it, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's my food chase. I will me. I know.
Wait. How was this turned around on me? I don't like this.
Right.
Click. Shock you.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. It's such an amazing time to have you right here. But we've got the handsome man in the house, Shay.
No, forget about us. We have some very priority guests.
And we get to them.
No, forget us. This
you can already tell.
This conversation. Forget about handsome. This conversation is a very delicate one, so you need to get to that one. Because we can't waste. No, people need information of this information that our elders are here to share.
As you can already tell, he said elders. You can tell. You're already seeing them in the house, sitting down comfortably, giving us the daddy and the mommy vibes. While we are here, the unruly kids.
You know those coded side eye.
Unruly kids.
I just already.
Mommy, I promise it is.
You know.
I can remove it, but it's just fashion. It's just fashion.
I don't have to look at mommy's eyes so much. Like, no more insult.
I've got no hearing.
It's just fashion. He has a year.
He's a bad child.
Open me. It's remaining me. So they go there. Come on. Anyway, so good to have the beautiful guests that we have in the house.
Yes.
This is a beautiful day. But I'm going to allow them introduce themselves as always, so that they can tell us all of the.
Wait, there's something I know that yes, we would like them to do, but you see something. Our dear friend Kizu mentioned that Daddy is one of his spiritual leaders. So we are going to let Kizu do this introduction.
I didn't tell you.
Daddy is your spiritual leader.
Now I'm confused. Where do I start?
Yes,
right.
You start from our spiritual leader, so they can lead us into the spirit. Are you following?
So we've got professional parents in the everybody.
Professional parents. That's not the reason why.
Your best behavior.
That's not the reason why I'm not putting the hearing back. You guys are don't worry. I'll put it in my hand.
Because you know why I'm delicate. Like she doesn't have to pull it up. All right, guys. Let's dive right into it. That's
I don't get choice. I can't.
So I'm going to start from Elder, please. Elder, you're the best person to introduce yourself because we can't do it right. Though it's the right click anyway, but
well, I'm not clicking the introduction right.
That's it.
Adeboyega Abayomi, Iliyomade Akinwumi Joseph, Adeyefa is my name.
How could I have mentioned those names with my mouth as small as I am?
You know rich.
I know rich.
So popularly known as Eldagbo. The GBO is God's best option.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Me, I thought it I thought it was Elder.
Like
no, not like that one.
That one day too.
No, that one day. When I was student, when I was student, president, that was greatest Bubu. Greatest Gbagba. No, Ogun State University. Now Olabisi Onabanjo University.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. I am an alma mater.
You don't finish the song.
No, I did not finish the song.
Just drop back. Just try now.
It's such an honor to have you in the house.
Good to be
Mommy.
here too.
Yes. Mommy, we're waiting to hear from you.
Okay, I'm Okoyemi. Well, I'm a mother of 4 boys. I tell people that I stay in the boys' quarters. But I'm the only lady in that house.
Wow.
And they're not four short boys.
Man, you need to see them, man.
When you see them, sometimes one of them will stand behind me and go like this.
Back in day.
But now, you see, you understand something. This is, you know, when you see the authority, you know the authority. That is. For them to stand as attention, you have 100. You see, you can't see about the reason why I don't try and put the earring back over the door. She has been using she used finesse to give me some side eye. You can't see my leg is just
eye communication. Everybody is on their best behavior.
In my era, I made the height of again, so I will sit down and probably. Anyway, welcome, mommy. I saw that the other boys don't even come and look for me later. I say, Obama is already anyhow.
Quick tip about that eye. Sometimes when your mother is eyeing you and you're not even looking at the direction, the moment she starts eyeing you, one spirit will carry your head and
go that way.
So see, that's why you need to understand. There's a limit. It's like
that brings me to my question. I'm going to start from the right, man.
Yes.
Do you think that spirit still exists? When the mother just does like this and the whole room comports.
We just
unlike the kids we have now. Stop it! Don't do that.
No. It's not even don't do that. It's please. You give them eye, they ask you why.
Why is your eye turning? Mommy, what's wrong with your eyeball?
There's something inside your eye, and you're like, "Shemilamayin Bawi."
Questions you could never ask 25 years ago.
It depends on how you actually train up your child or your children. You know, when you tell them what to do and they know and they see you doing those things, the children picks up easily from what you do than what you say. If you say don't eat that and they find you eating it, the bold ones, like the last one in our house, they go like, "Mommy, but you said I should not." And you go like, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry." But really, the way you train them up matters a lot. And that will make them understand. It's not every time that you need to tell them, "Don't do this, don't do that." But sometimes when they look at you, there's one small boy in our church, his name is Zion. Sometimes when he wants to do something naughty and he knows I'm around, you look at him like this. That this woman, what are you going to do now? And I'll go like, sometimes I'll just keep a straight face. You can go ahead. But when I look at him like this, he'll go like, "Okay. I'm good."
He got the message.
He got the memo.
He must. You see a memo here when you get there. He must.
And that's good for him.
Well, that's about what we're talking about today on the show. On our show today, we're discussing new age parenting, modern day parenting. The good, the bad, the ugly. Because oftentimes, you know, growing up for most of us, especially when we have to talk about how we had to grow up, some of us are like, it was a bit traumatizing because of how, you know, our parents did not grieve for us.
It kind of depends on how you look at it.
Well, hold on. Some of us turned out okay.
They say no grieve for anybody.
Our parents did not grieve for us.
It's the past participant.
You see, there's a way you said it. It could have been quite trauma. Let's not mistake a little bit of a weak-minded because we needed the drilling.
Okay, for some of us, yes, we needed the drilling. We needed
especially me.
We needed the discipline.
I get could not
Yes, I mean, I tell my mom now that you say I'm stubborn, but look at you. I pick it from you. You are the stubborn woman.
So that's why she was mentioning you.
Yes, so whatever it is you think I am now, just know that I collected it from you and I multiplied it times 2. I mean, in that way, it has helped me become the woman that I am today. And she was my mom was very, I'm get inside Buruku. I go nowhere. I do nothing. My mom would see if we hear my mom call, you are playing Nebo. So yes, it did shape the certain values. So I feel like some of those core values that we have now, we picked up from them. But for some people, that wasn't their case. It was a little bit more, you know, more hard. Okay. And instead of helping them be better, it broke them. It made them make terrible choices. It made them want to fight back, to rebel. And in that case, because you cannot only be so hard on your child, you also have to let them love.
good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, you know. But in some cases, you never had that good cop, bad cop.
You still need that relationship. That bond.
Yeah, because once you're trying to correct them from being mischievous.
From this mindset, from this notes, right? Like there's a thin line between discipline and abuse.
Beautiful.
So to speak. And that because it sounds like
it's like
discipline.
better discipline,
I believe that you are disciplinary.
Yes, I am.
From your courage, from your
he has already told you. Yes, I am.
Before I even agreed, already from his posture, from his courage, your already no nonsense. I can play. But he told you about the change.
Beautiful.
Yes, buy. I already know that.
Yeah, you mind reader.
That's
good. That's psychology.
I could recognize that.
Beautiful.
I saw that. That's why.
That was my mom. That was my mom. My mom was the.
Could you please help us shed the light on that thin line between abuse and discipline? Because I think people take it too far.
You're fine.
Or people don't know
they
when
for each other.
or exactly, or the procedures of having the, like I said, the good copper. Somebody they say beats with one hand and
you draw with the other.
Yes, sorry. That is, I'm going to say to you, forgive me.
No, just so. From all to Bamori, Vito, Famora. Yes.
You have to see it funny.
For you.
Yes.
So that means help us shed some more light on all this, because a lot of people are beginning to pick up some supposedly convenient things that gives chance to the wrong mindset. So please help us share some light.
Very good. I love what she just said, and I've been enjoying the flow. That let's just keep it going, okay? Yeah. Like you said, growing up, most of us would have turned bad, worse than what we are right now. Of course, for Kinzo, I know Kinzo, okay? I knew he's going up, so. In fact, sometimes I don't want to go into that, but let's just stay with the discipline.
There's comments.
No, we'll still be able to get inside.
There's
content. I'll give us a little. But what I tell people is never beat children out of anger. That's what was the kind of mindset back then. You come back from work, it wasn't palatable, you get home, no ṣe mistake sáwọn oúnjẹ báyìí nǹkan tó ga mi ṣe máa lu jati out of your life, and that's why some of us got offended. Something happened at work. Why did you transfer the aggression at home? You got it wrong with the driver, and it's not back on us. So in traffic. So that's what I don't support. But then the other side is you now want to beat out of discipline. You now beat your own esteem into them. I have never believed that. We are raising 4 boys. I told them something recently. Even before I got married, I already read 70 plus books on marriage. After marriage, I've read 150 something. It doesn't mean I'm the best husband now. And like I said, one day you will get tired in marriage. One day, at least one day, it's allowed for you to get tired. Whether it's of finances, of the children, or the economy, something will get you tired. But then the ability to continue is what makes every one of us continue living. So my guys, when they do anything, like you said, they look at you like this. Some of them are even looking like, look at me now. Daddy, then I'm like, and when they do such things, like on days, like I said, I can't remember that I beat them, but once I beat once, you know that the reset you won't repeat it.
You see that's why they say marry your guy. She gave us the order. As he said, what if I
so when mommy says no. So to mommy Bani, don't take it. You don't come behind to tell me can I take it? The take it is the same. So we are together on the same page.
So a united front.
Yes, it's a united front. So for some of them, when you ask them, Daddy beat us, they will recollect the beating. Then it's always there's a reason for this. This will not happen if this does not happen. So if you don't do this,
actions
there
have
are times,
consequences.
Thank you, that's the word. So, and sometimes there was a day we got home, they used the racket ball, the tennis ball to break the TV. No, we have a lot of that. When you are raising boys,
don't worry, I know.
No, it was.
Don't worry, I know.
It was. We just got the screen. That's why if you get to our house now, it's the smallest screen, like a 32 or 36 that is there, because I don't like my hand to break it. So the biggest screen that we had that time, I just saw that, put on the TV, the screen on one side playing, and the screen was gone. You know the good thing, it wasn't anything. Switched it off, let everybody go inside.
Hey, no more TV.
No, so they know already. I won't beat you, but no screen must break again. It must not break, and no screen has broken since that time. Actually, so the discipline, I don't just believe, don't beat them in anger, and don't beat them because you have esteem issues and you are trying to put that on them or not. These kids are naturally, I don't believe no kid will grow up trying to be either destructive or rebellious. And like you said, yes, if you have not raised them well, that can happen. But if you have done the proper foundation for them, they will naturally wake up, carry your. There are things they've never stolen before, and I'm proud to say that anywhere. They've not picked anything that is not theirs at school, at home, anywhere. So when somebody comes and says, he pilfered, it's very difficult. It's very difficult because that's and some things that I didn't do right, I already told them already. But when you know before exhibition do. Baba yín jẹ gbó ẹ̀yin ẹ má jẹ igbó because ẹ máa wọ gbó.
This is what you call honestly. I was the first in class. He said, "Hey, something." No. I was a farmer, and now I farm no more. Please don't record family. That is easy. What it is.
I want to tie this down to the kind of parenting that we have these days, right? Social media has turned on put a lot of spotlight on certain things that, you know, in the process of trying to correct or do something different from the way some of us were. Wait now. I'm trying to do something different from the way we were raised. Say gentle parenting, conscious parenting, trying to have conversations with them because there are people too, and not just resort to carrying the rod and meting that on them. Now we see some parents that on social media. There was a day I saw a child that the mother, he say the child is doing birthday. He won't lay frontal. Another one, the father, they dye the child's head. They would the kind of dresses that they
be puffing.
On the front. I mean, all of these things, and you wonder, how did we get here? Trying to do better than and say that we're trying to improve.
That's
on what's already been laid.
We're trying to copy too much of the West. If you ask me, we're trying to copy too much of the West. For that part, it's just us trying to copy too much of the West. So they're just putting this out there as a support to. It doesn't make sense. It's spell the road and spoil the child. I mean, when disciplinary actions need to be taken, take disciplinary action. Don't start posturing. Mommy, yeah. No, they're supposed to be hard also in the midst for growth to transpire. Right. But if I don't collect some
no.
I would have been an with no sense because yes, I get the coconut to you. But the coconut you say them put some
breaker
inside. It was broken, reset, broken, reset.
Yes.
Hence why I am the character. And now nobody can come and stand in front of me and tell me that at the point when I was secondary school, I used to tell everybody, I said, see, if you can stand in front of my father or my grandmother, you can stand in front of anybody.
Yeah.
You feel like, trust me, because I had the ability to speak to teachers with respect and still pointing out the fact that I don't appreciate what it is that they are doing. They might just be might have touched their egos that what's this young boy, but still I'm trying to say to you that you are taking out some unnecessary anger out of me that clearly if I don't know something in school does not mean that you need to ridicule me to the end of the world. You got it. You get it. And that came from the fact that my father standing in front of my father
I don't get the deep voice from my papa. I was like, and my dad now once in a while, catchphrase, Burewa. We were 7 boys. Seven boys, 3 girls.
Can you imagine?
We all stood in line.
You were all Korean.
See, don't you understand? See, now 2 hands, one with ring, one without.
Depending on your
actions. You know, if you too far,
just there on the wheels of steel.
If you go with that, you're going to like South Clyde. If you go room, go sleep. You're not going to disturb anyone the rest of the day. But the other one, you go still come with extra punishment. They knock you still go write, I'm sorry I did this, or I will not do this again. But now, those things shaped us in ways that we were now consciously trying to avoid such, as well as still having our best times of our life, because there was still the avenue of you need to make mistakes.
Yes, that's allowed.
You are allowed. If you don't make
that's
mistakes,
allowed.
how are you going to learn from? So it's only gentle parenting. Yeah, I kind of understand. Speak to the child. Don't take, like you said, don't take out your esteem on them or your own transfer.
I'm a father, I'm a mother.
Exactly. I mean, at one time, I think maybe that's why sometimes I'm at Baby 1 a.m.
Yes.
So my mom will come back from work. Maybe she's pissed at and she sees that we broke something. She you will not hear a word. You go so
2 a.m.
Wow.
You are sleeping. You are well fed.
You'll be fine.
You are
so that
Two of them, you know they want to plan that kind of mommy, you don't wake that day up. Àsìkò time it. Ṣé ká ló bẹ́ẹ̀ tàbí ká ló slippers?
But yes, you are right. But what Oisa said is where I want to pick from. The fear I have currently now. I don't have issues with Gen Zs. That's the truth, because you have your mind. You can almost all our kids will look you straight in the eyes, like she said.
Yes.
They are trained, but not to be rude. And when things, something happened recently. My boy wears dreads. And I knew that was going to be not your type. It's, the twins that have this type, but it's only he just likes changing it. It could go this way, go that way. So we went to see one of the aunts, and I didn't know she was going to run him, that I wasn't there. And you see, sometimes you see that's how you say the Igba Ojulon Womo Kini Kong by me. Some people over Igba when treated. So she did all of that. And I actually respected my son more because it was the mom that reported it. She said so many things. I didn't link it. So when she finished, I just kept quiet. The guy got to me and said, if not for how you have trained us, I would have left that place depressed. And she would have done that not knowing the extent of what she's done. So it brings me to your point that you see these days, my fear is in the name of Agudokparu, yelling what we call Daddy Soros is yelling now. Are you shouting? Are you yelling? Ayé mi mọ̀ pé yelling kẹ̀ wọ́n ní pé kó jókòó síbẹ̀ yelling kan náà pé yẹn tó bá jókòó wá jókòó ni. So now that it's yelling, you see, that it's yelling, ló má yẹ ká yẹ jókòó síbẹ̀ yẹn. Daddy, and sometimes when I say it like this, Joko Siben means Joko Siben. You get what I'm saying? So the way Oisa said it is, my fear is, I hope children will not be raising children when we neglect all of this. And it's going to be a lot of mess because all our trained children, we're going to the society of untrained children. And you see, sometimes when it comes to balances, the heavier side will always take the other side up.
Wait, let's pray. But have you ever noticed that to a certain degree, forgive, if I read the word anymore, the voices of the untrained children these days are louder than
it's louder, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, that's where I'm coming to.
They make it seem like because you are so trained means there's a reason why, you feel like it's not as if you are condescending, but they just want to make it seem like
So I want to bring this out and pull this out, Mommy. We're in a period now that so many families are packing up and leaving because of a certain
divorce rate.
Not even necessarily the divorce, up and leaving the country, because the culture that we have is better and it's easier to say you want to raise a child and say, you can't spare the rod, you can use the rod. But now that parents are moving away from their hometown,
countries where they say
home
that,
countries,
countries
where gentle parenting and conscious parenting is the thing that they are actually pushing more. You see more children acting out. I saw a video on social media.
Call police for parents.
Of a child.
This,
I don't want to call this person. I don't want to call this person a child because this person is maybe he's 18. He had big feelings, huge emotions that he could not control, and he was breaking his mom's property in the house. He was breaking, yes, and he's an 18-year-old though, not a child though. So breaking TV, going to the kitchen, throwing plates down, and all of that. And the mom was just not in Nigeria. They're not in the country. And the mom was just, really, she didn't know what to say to him, how to react. And we see this happening. Like, there are parents who are abroad who feel like they cannot control their children there anymore and they have to bring them back. Yeah. And then there are parents who are here in Nigeria who want to take their child to the abroad because they want to give them a better life. And yes, in quotes, a better life, a better future, a better opportunity at,
exposure.
Yeah, at doing life, at doing better as a human being. And then you look at this issues as to how you. So, what would you have to say to parents?
Thank you. I've had a lot of people talk about this. There was a time I traveled and I was talking to a lady, and she was like, that she has a friend in the US. They stay in the US. If the child does anything, probably in the shopping mall or something, the mom will smile and speak in Yoruba and say,
she said this. My mother just looks.
She will tell him.
And she goes back.
And we're like, okay. So the boy will start crying in the mall, and everybody will be like, "What's wrong with you?" He say, "Oh, he's just throwing tantrums. I'm just very spiteful." And when the guy gets home, wow.
There's a mother.
The older sister, once she wants to deal with her children, she put the music on the highest volume.
Wow.
And deal with them real
smooth spirit.
That is brushing.
What
brush clean?
So what I believe is, if you're going to travel out with your kids, make sure you have a good foundation for them. By the time you get there, it will just be like you're building up on what you have. And don't get too carried away with work and I want to make millions of dollars, millions of pounds. I want to hit it big. If you're not carried away with that, you still have enough time with these children. Because there are a lot of children. Okay, there was one too, I heard. The boy understands Yoruba, but can't really speak well. So 2 ladies were talking about his mom. He was there, but they felt this one doesn't know anything. And they were busy speaking Yoruba, washing down the mom, did everything. The boy went back home and told his mom, "Mommy, this is what these people said about you. This. And the woman went back and was like, we're like, I saw Koko. Said, my boy heard everything. So depending on how you train them from here, or even if you give birth to them over there, you have kids that are brought up abroad.
They still have the
they're very pleasant. Yeah. They are still morally sound and all of that. So it depends on how you treat them.
So the bulk of the work bears on the parents.
On the parents. You should be ready to work. Like you said the other time, they have children raising children now.
Yes.
So that's the problem. Everybody's lazy. I can't go to work since morning and come back and you tell me this boy did this. I can go and sit down somewhere. Go and stay in the naughty corner doing what?
They just need to be present. That's what I would just say. All parents just need to be present, whether here or abroad. Make sure you are present and you are living by examples. That's just what my own suggestions would be.
I like what I hear because technically I don't hear anything about spell rod and spoil child.
No.
So hello, Yegba. The only one I
Yes.
just talk to the child.
You know, my only
If it's
question-
talk and sweet, pass, give me the reminder.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you just talk that, but you me bam little lano. I don't like, just if I'm saying, that's where there's a line between
There
discipline
is.
And
There is.
abuse.
You said
So,
that.
because sometimes you just need that reminder. So I'm so sorry about that. Can we try this way? Not the one I don't go and say, hey, kill us, So by the time you want to speak back to another one, I remember that. Last time I go try killing. Daddy fumi go. Okay, so Emma Binusa, that is so you know. So because I really do believe that that's part of the things that are affecting us right now, even on the social media level or whatnot. Because some people just be saying, is it because I am
This.
that's not our culture.
It's not.
You want to jackpot with a child, remember that you are going to a place that is not your culture at all.
Yeah.
Our motives and theirs, our ideals and theirs different. Our culture. Right now, they can tell your child that it's a boy that do you know you can be a girl.
Yeah.
You know, so you guys really need to consider these things. And when you're about to make your decisions and this kind of, because it takes a lot. It might not, funny enough, you might survive it. It might not be the child that might not
suffer for it.
Yeah. So understand something. That part when they tell you that you are a child, be wary when you're not going to go and do nothing play that you're not supposed to do. The results can be other children. And as an immature grown up that you are, that's when you want to be puffing kini and doing all those or putting frontal. You get so please, I would advise. Thank you very much.
Allow children be children.
Let them be children. That's just
very important.
Let them eat sand. Let them their boys.
Let them play with
let them grow up into the things.
Don't give them screens. Don't give them phones.
Too much screen time.
Let them be in the garden. Let them play out. You know, and be present.
Be present.
Very present. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of RightKlick, where we spoke on new age parenting.
Are you afraid of the English?
The good, the good, the bad, the ugly. Until we come your way again, we are still your amiable hosts. We've got much more.
Right. That's what it
is. RightKlick. I always say RightKlick. Spell it on Spanish.
RightKlick. Click right. We'll be back.
Thank you.